take away from these first handful of games of a season?
I think you can take away quite a bit as a whole organization. You know, the front office execs are already thinking about how the team can do better, where they might be able to make moves to improve the squad, as are the coaches. So I think these games are important and valuable.
Now a look at Dallas' starting lineup. Markkanen is out there with Chris Middleton, and it's Vucevic. Then there's Lonzo Ball, and it's Brunson in at the 1. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. After the missed three from Vucevic from the line, Markkanen pulls it in. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul.
And what I love about Markkanen, he takes care of the basketball. And that's a result of being patient, playing smart, and just generally getting his points within the flow of the offense.
And you know, Clark, you look at the switch the Mavericks hit last year. This is a team that has certainly bought in.
It's pretty clear, Kevin. They believe in their coach, and they know they can make it to the finals now. They look to empower one another. They play as more than the sum of their parts, that's for sure. A well-oiled, cohesive group.
The shot by Markkanen, nobody around. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
How about the confidence? Markkanen looking fearless from the corner.
Timberwolves on offense. 4-point game. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And how about he takes on the defender head on and then throws down the two-hander.
Guys, straight power there. Straight power.
Yeah, I love that determination right there.
Now here's Brunson. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. And the Timberwolves with possession here. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander. Stolen by Middleton. And here comes the break. And there's Brunson. That's good on the assist by Middleton.
Oh, pushing the action. Brunson always a threat in transition.
Gobert with a screen on Brunson. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Now here's Vucevic. Ball, the bounce pass. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Well, let's take a look at last year's top scorers. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 3rd. The 4th spot held by Jalen Brunson.
And what an option either of those two guys give you. They're both excellent safety valves when an offense is struggling.
And Hall of Famer David Aldridge spoke with Chris Finch. David?
Dealing with Lonzo Ball's playmaking was at the front of his mind. He told me Lonzo's a tremendous decision maker, so we've got to be quick to close off the passing lanes. We can't let him create easy baskets. The goal is to keep Ball's impact as a playmaker down to a minimum. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Here's Brunson. After the made shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And he gets the bucket. Brunson's got 5.
And he has become deadly from that in-between area. Brunson as efficient on the midi as anybody.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 points for him, and it's in there.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust.
And with the moment, let's check out the stats for Vucevic. Last season, he played outstanding. Last season, he averaged 18 points per, 10 rebounds, and 3 assists. It's hard to wrap your head around numbers like these, but that is just what he delivers night in and night out.
You know, it's so easy for us to take him for granted, to get spoiled with what he does. I think we've got to be more appreciative of the kind of impact this man has in every game he plays.
Now here's Brunson. He's got 5. Three-pointer, Markkanen gets the three-pointer to fall. Markkanen's got his second bucket of the game to go. Gobert, the screen. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. The first one falls. Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media, but people in the know how good of a defender he is.
Aaron Nesmith has checked in for Minnesota, and Dallas also making a switch. Christie's checked in. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Brunson, good. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Barnes the screen. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and he finishes nicely on the lane. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 12.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Middleton against Gilgeous-Alexander. Brunson with a clean look. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. 10 points for him.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Now, here's Nesmith. He's guarded by Markkanen. Nesmith, the pass to Gobert.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Dallas.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end.
There's always a surprise, isn't there, Clark, in the offseason? Let's go back to 2022. That offseason, the Timberwolves going all in on Rudy Gobert.
Basically, Kevin, they traded 5 firsts plus a bunch of good players for Gobert. It was derided at the time, and I can understand why, but Rudy's defense has taken them to another level, and he's actually been a little better offensively than people thought he would be.
Here's Vucevic after the made shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Vucevic with it, now defended by Gobert. Basket good.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Pass to Nesmith. Back to Gobert. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Vucevic.
Staying strong against the defense. Rudy insists on getting that shot off.
The Timberwolves shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. The first free throw is good. Well, you look at these role players the Mavs have, Clark. They've done a great job.
They really have, Kevin. I mean, the front office identified who the players were that could best play with their core stars. Needed defenders and guys that could catch and shoot the three. They went out and loaded up the roster with those perfectly fitting role players.
Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run. I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Christie against Barrett. Mavericks with the rebound. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Well, it helps when your opponent makes that many mistakes. I thought that was the story of the game.
Yeah, I think that was a big part of it for sure, as it is anytime you make a bunch of mistakes. All they had to do was follow their game plan, and that's exactly what they did.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Gobert. Grant for three. Williams with the block. There's the triple. And it's Grant that time on the assist from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Boy, and over time, Grant has expanded his range. If he's left open from beyond the arc, he can definitely knock that shot down now.
Christie against Barrett. On deep, Brunson. It's rebounded by Barrett. Timberwolves trail by 4. One screen on Brunson. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Brunson picks him up. Barrett. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Explosive off the bounce with great body control. Barrett's most effective when going downhill.
Pass to Brunson. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lane.
There's 39 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Onside, Barrett. Gobert with a screen on Christie. Shot clock at 5. Grant on the wing. He's guarded by Williams.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
And Brunson gets it to go.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Gobert, the screen. Barrett dishes to Gobert. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Big guys know it's going to get physical inside, so Gobert was ready for the action.
The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Anthony. 5 seconds left to play here in the first. With 1 on the clock, he can't get it to go. Jalen Brunson has been on display for the Mavericks. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. We'll return shortly. Enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. They've got Christie. Markkanen is out there with Williams. Then it's Anthony, and it's Herter in at the small forward position. Hardaway kicks to Melton. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shined bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
You're right. What a performance. Hey, Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams. Dallas leading by 4. Here's Anthony, and he's fouled pretty hard on that.